Welcome back to NGTV does game analysis, I guess. This is Melee.
Look at me, man.
Peach versus Marth. We're doing a best of 5. I'm playing Marth and Matt's playing Peach, as you can tell by our tags. Let's get right into it here. All right. So Matt, were you particularly doing anything different compared to your Peach play in the Project M? Like, what have you changed recently that you were using strategy-wise against my Marth?
I don't know. I think I was wave dashing more.
I got you.
I don't know why I did that. That was dumb.
The butt bump or the jump down?
The jump down I missed. I missed the
ledge.
The ledge, yeah.
Why were you jumping to the ledge?
Because I was butt bumping you and I was facing it.
Okay, I got you.
Why would I not jump to the ledge in that situation? It's the safest option.
I got you. Cool. So something that I literally started doing like today is the freaking short hop fairs, and I basically do them a fucking shit ton, like anytime that I can. And like literally my entire strategy, which is based around short hop fair or full hop, and then smash. And
see that right there? That was supposed to be a neutral air. A lot of these forward airs, they're supposed to be neutral airs. I don't know what. I was just having a hard time like going towards you and then not going, like stop pressing the one button and then doing a forward air instead of a neutral air, which would have hit you 9 times out of 10.
I kind of have a hard time where if I was above you, I would want to do a forward air for, like if I was coming down at you, but I would end up doing a down air, just like not intending to, but for some reason, because my brain was like, okay, you're heading down, you should just do a down air kind of situation. So I would never, like, it was hard for me to separate I'm going this direction. It's kind of like playing Rocket League and your car's going one direction, the ball's going another direction,
Mm-hmm.
Kind of strange feeling.
So I'm pretty much demolishing you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was having a hard time. I was SDing a lot.
You didn't SD at all this match.
Did you just gimp me just every time then?
You're at like 100%. I wouldn't really call that a gimp.
Well, not every time though. Unless really where you.
Oh, see right there. I tried to air dodge into the stage.
Yeah.
Thinking that you were gonna be done by the time I was gonna be done with my air dodge.
Uh-huh.
It did not happen.
Yeah. I was watching a video and apparently like Marth can just as easily do that air dodge onto the stage thing as Fox. Well, at least this guy was making it look it was just
ledge
easy.
Dash?
Yeah. He was doing ledge dashes like fucking nothing. It was like whatever. It's crazy that people can do stuff like that and then make it look like they're not even trying.
See, all these times I should have gone out there with my ass first instead of the forward airs.
When I did that air dodge, that was actually a complete accident that I never even fucking thought about as an option until I accidentally did it. And so over here, when you do it again, I'm like, oh shit, it's like my new thing. So I did it coming back just because I hadn't even thought about it. I
do that all the time to you as Fox.
The coming back with the air dodge,
especially if it's against Marth.
Yeah, I never even thought of it about it before, and then I just did it accidentally there. And if I hadn't have done that, I think you would have still hit me and killed me, regardless of how accurate you were being. I actually, even though I played pretty well in this match, I was having a hard time. You see there, I was trying to do a forward air and I did a down air. I had a pretty hard time with my spacing still, and then you just took me out of the last stock. All right, give yourself 1.
Gotta give myself a 1. I think we're gonna have to find a better way to do this. Well, maybe
just pause
not.
the video.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Oh, easy. All right, so here's game 2. We went right into it. We weren't choosing any stages. It was all just randomized. And I basically I didn't change anything in my approach. I just tried to be like, I guess, just calm about it, try not to get overwhelmed and just think about doing my short hoppy stuff. And I guess
I don't know what that was.
I was also actively trying to DI up instead of down or to the side, because I noticed that every time I would get hit out.
See, like right here? Sorry. But every, like, I decided, I made a conscious decision, like, a lot of the time to be like, I'm going to throw a turn up instead of trying to go out there and edge hog or whatever.
Yeah.
Which literally, like bit me in the ass, like, 9 times out of 10.
I got you. What was I even talking about? Don't even know. It doesn't matter.
So, you're DIing.
Oh yeah. I was DIing up because I noticed that I if I DI down or just to the side, I would end up being too low and I wouldn't be able to side beat to get back. So I would try to DI like up if ever possible, or as up without, unless I'm being sent up, I guess. So that was like one major change that I noticed really helped out my recovery, at least gave me more chances to recover. I almost caught you with that, dude.
Apparently we have a dog now.
Yeah. So there's just this dog just like hanging out outside of our house. We don't know why.
Oh, good. And it howls.
It's probably gonna ruin the video.
Nah, you can't even hear it. Now you might hear that.
Also, like, we're not commentating about the game anymore. But so here we ended up having quite a bit of.
See, I should have turned around and done the back air. Easier to line up.
Our games ended up getting longer here because we were basically like playing like I guess we weren't playing overly cautious, but we were not really being as aggressive, because I think later on in the second set that we do, where you play Fox, you were talking about how.
See, that was one of the turn-ups that actually paid for itself, but then like all the other times I probably could have gotten a stock easy.
Yeah.
If I just went out there and.
It was like the wow factor, basically. You were just trying.
I'm not trying to do the wow factor. I was just like, let's practice turn-ups, and I was like, I'm gonna mess them up right here with my timings, and then it didn't work. Just forward smash.
I got you.
I don't play for the wow factor, dude.
I play for the wow factor. I did that so many fucking times, even outside of this particular set. Just today, I had a real hard time with that.
So when you're just above me, I'm just like neutral air every single time.
Yeah, no, I was making an effort to not be above you and to make sure that you were above me as much as possible, which is what people say are like is kind of the focus here. And I had no idea that you had a stitch there at all. I had no idea. You popped it out and I wasn't even paying attention. Even right now, I didn't even like. Even right now, I didn't even like notice until you hit me with it. So it's 2-0 right now. I was feeling pretty actually surprisingly, although last week we were talking about kind of how I was getting kind of, I guess, frustrated as the games would go on. Here actually I seemed pretty cool the whole time, which was kind of nice. It was a good change. I think I felt somewhat, at least, that I wasn't playing poorly. It's just that it would get down to the last stock and then you would pull it out usually.
I always pull it out.
I always pull it out.
So I'm like, yep. The whole time I'm setting up for a back air. The whole time I'm like, look, back air.
Is back air good with this Peach, or?
Yes, back air is great.
No, well,
that's the butt thing.
Yeah. So the butt thing is
this right there. Oh, like that's what?
Because I'm trying to remember which Peach has the good.
They all have the good one.
They all have the good one.
What are you talking? I'm not talking about the side B, man. I'm talking about literally
just the back air. Okay, I got you. That's what I was trying to separate, because they're very similar attacks. Just one of them is,
One is good and one is bad.
Depending on which Peach you play, apparently.
No, the only good one is in fucking
Smash 4?
Smash 4.
Yeah. That one's just way overpowered.
It's not overpowered.
Dude, it's fast. It comes in and out of nowhere, and you could use it at like the drop of a hat. It's crazy.
So I whiffed the forward air. I'm like, well, just down there. So then I have a stitch face, and I'm like, I'm just gonna hide the fact that I have a stitch face. Run back and forth.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I didn't even notice until like right there either. My I guess I wouldn't say knowledge, but I'm not sure what to call it. My how much I paid attention to whether or not you had a stitch or not was just dependent on whether you made it, whether or not you tried to hide it, or I just happened to see it when you pulled it out. You know, like I
get caught on the left right there as I'm coming back.
Yeah,
and it pushes me down further, and I lose the stock.
Yeah, you lost the stock like super fucking quick, and it was great because I was basically at an entire 2 stock deficit, and I almost died there. That was scary. I tried to wave land onto that platform. So here I was really trying to just play careful. And
See,
it was,
right here? Could have gone, I went for the turnip, and then I died.
Yeah. I was worried because
I was like, oh, well, I'll just go for the turnip. And then, well, I'm like, I don't want to go for the turnip because I was going to miss. And then
I was really worried that you were going to somehow live through that. I didn't even want to jump and do that. Although sometimes I will just jump to do that, thinking that maybe when you recover, you'll jump to do the glide or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those where it only works if it's like a hard read, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause I can never know whether or not you're going to be doing that. That fucking push, man. The range is like almost as long as freaking Marth's sword feels. So this game gets like pretty close.
Oh, yeah. I feel like you could have gone out there and killed me.
Killed you like that. This stage actually wouldn't be that bad with it. There are some stages where I was actually, especially in the later set, I was conscious of the fact that I shouldn't just be jumping out there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I realized how difficult it is for me at this time to come back, and so it actually changed my entire ledge game depending on what stage we were on, which is like the first time that's ever actually mattered, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like probably like these games are probably some of our best games as far as, well, I guess probably some of my best games. I would say from a learning how to play a Marth standpoint.
So yeah, right there I was like, yeah, he's gonna do 4 air. He does it every time.
Yeah.
So
problem with Marth though is like, what else am I gonna do? You know. So I guess I just need to mix up my timing, or just
see right there. If I'd just gone for a back air instead of a fucking turnip.
Yeah, you would have hit me out, and I probably would have died.
I do that like a lot.
The decide not to do what? Did you even hit me? You see your hitbox on that?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Oh, see, and there I did that again.
And I didn't grab the.
There
fucking
were so
ledge.
many miracle stocks for me where you would just like die, and we were sitting there. I remember we were playing. I'm like, did you just literally? You just didn't grab the ledge?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because I was doing down airs, but I thought those down airs were gonna hit you, and they did not. So.
And see, this type of moment right here would usually cause me to like choke and kind of, I guess, you know, feel like I was losing it in a way. But instead, I decided to back up a bit and just try to space it a little bit better instead of get crazy and just jump into you a bunch, which is what I usually do. Now, it didn't really do very much for this particular stock, but you kind of see it at the end there where I wasn't really trying to just jump into you right away. I was
so right
trying
there,
not to be right next to you because you grabbed me like at all times.
I try to get cute and just drop the turnip on top of your head.
Oh yeah. Dropping turnips on people, like dropping it, is probably pretty difficult. I wonder if you could spike somebody with a turnip like that. Have you done that to me?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think these games is probably one of the first times I've ever utilized the his aerials as much as I have. Like if you look at the Project M play compared to this, it's entirely like different.
So I kind of started you with the top of the parasol.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then I got tippered.
And see, like I said, all I'm doing is just spacing forward airs and the smash, and that's
So yeah,
like
I think
really
right here I out for another turn up and then missed the ledge guard. Well, it didn't matter, but
yeah. Right here, I was getting pretty desperate because I'm like, man, I gotta really like kick it up and not die, and try not to like mentally lose focus. And with Marth, it's almost like meditative, like spacing. Like if you just kind of slow yourself down a little bit, I can kind of not really like control the pace of the game, but like definitely influence it. Whereas usually I'm just like running at you, and then you're basically controlling the pace of the game and just like killing me.
I don't know what happened right there.
Yeah, I think you were trying to stutter me out, and
I was not. I was trying to hit the fucking ledge.
That's what I thought you were doing. I thought you were just trying to like whoa, what am I doing? But then I guess you must have lowered the parasol a little too long.
Bullshit. Tipper.
I need to learn how to shuffle. I think that's the next step. Man, I was really dropping it though at the end still. Like as far as getting hit by those turnips.
See that, like, didn't let me pick up the turnip, and that forward air at the top was me throwing the turnip that I thought I had picked up.
Oh.
Right there, that was supposed to be a neutral air, which I'm pretty sure would have hurt.
Oh yeah, that would have sent me like. Well, which way are you facing? You're facing this way, right? And so I guess you would have almost killed me with just that neutral air. That was really like at the end there. It was like any hit from anybody would have killed. So that puts me. And so now we're at 2-2. And were we at this stage before, or am I thinking of Dreamland?
I have no idea.
Is this just the Omega stage of Dreamland? I guess it is.
This is not an Omega stage. What?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Smash 4.
Yeah. What are you talking?
I don't know.
No, this is fucking Yoshi's Island.
Yeah,
man.
it's Yoshi's Island. Yeah, stupid.
It has platforms.
I know. I realized that.
See, instead of doing the edge guard, I opt for turnips.
Oh, I meant to tell you. You see the wine glass in the background? On the wall? There's a wine glass in the black.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. It's just back there. Just a wine glass. Makes no sense.
It was like, I'm trying to win, so.
I got you. Right there, I remember.
Pro usage of Randall in this game.
Yeah. And then right here, you come back and land on Randall, too. And then I didn't come back. You couldn't kill me. And I worked so hard to get you killed there, too. I like did a ton of damage back and forth. Which is usually you're on the other end of that, you know? Like, just passing me around. So, that was kind of nice.
I should have down aired right there. Or not down aired, but down smashed.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would have like... I noticed that I was getting too zealous. Oh, with the
air dodges and shit.
With the attempted wavelands, I would waveland when it wasn't even like useful. You know, I would just like there's a platform. I'm just gonna waveland, and usually it would put me right in the way of like getting hit. You know, so I noticed that in this game especially because I was just kind of
God fucking tippers, man. I think you kill me at like a really low percent.
On
I don't know if it's on this, but
on this stock but yeah, I remember I kill you at like 68% or something like that. 68%.
So I'm like totally just zoning you out with the turnips and then the back airs. Oh, see, that was supposed to be a neutral air. I don't know why I fucked that up. 87%.
87% for that one.
With a tipper.
It was a tipper at the very top too, though. You know.
Oh, yeah, I see that shit.
This is so stressful because I'm like, man, like a feather, you know.
See, opt for turnips when I could have just hugged the wall and then had a stock.
And there I did something different. I DI'd straight down, and I think even I don't think I teched it. I think I just was able to hit the stage, so I wouldn't. It slowed me down quite a bit, so I didn't die right away. But I still ended up dying anyways. I'm not even sure if I got an extra hit on you. I think I just came back and then got hit again. So it's not really that great unless I actually make use of it, you know.
So this is like pretty weird.
Yeah, right there. I have no idea.
Well, it's the umbrella versus the
sword.
Yeah. 88%. Damn, those tippers. Crazy.
Yeah, I was hitting the tippers pretty nicely. I mean, I guess it makes sense because I was trying to space it more, so I was trying to make every single hit if I could as close to the tip as possible.
Had to fix my hair real fast.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like in the game.
Yeah.
Peach fixed her hair. See, turn up instead of for the edge guard. I could have ran over there and like down smashed.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what I was thinking there. I'm like, he'll never expect this long distance back air.
I just don't think like also, you know, historically my recovery with Marth is like you know.
So I won.
Yeah, Matt pulled it out at the end. You can give yourself a good old 3 there.
When I say pause, motherfucker, you pause.
Yep, Matt won out at the end. Looking at that now, I can definitely tell it was basically like I was getting lucky a lot. And I
did SD a lot more often than usual.
Yeah, you were SDing quite a bit. I feel like I played better than usual because usually, especially lately, the Marth versus Peach is pretty bad for Marth. Like if you look at last week's video of Melee Peach versus Marth, it's probably one of the worst. I get zoned out so hard. Basically every game I'm like it's like a 3-stock win for you, you know? So at least there was improvement, and I did take, you know, 2 games off of you out of a best of 5, so it was pretty close. So yeah. Any particular thoughts about that?
Just some dumb turnip stuff. I went really hard on the turnips.
Yeah. It feels like that was pretty key as far as
I think I could have got a lot of easy stocks if I just like did classic edge guarding.
I jumped towards you and would land right in front of you way too often, especially towards the end, like the last 2 or 3 games. I would just land in front of you and you would just immediately grab me. And that happens all the time, but I noticed especially there because it wasn't happening. And then as the games went on, I started getting less and less comfortable and like relaxed. Mm-hmm. And then I would just end up landing in front of you so many times and you would get the grab and you get a lot of kills with grabs and stuff like that.
Well, it's actually good in this, unlike fucking Smash 4.
Well, the slap, man. The forward throw or whatever. Yeah. It's both useful, powerful, and insulting.
It's a catch-all move.
Yeah. No, but that was pretty good. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, if you have any thoughts, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If you like what you see, you can go ahead and subscribe for more episodes of our analysis. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.